Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. And it's another Saturday morning. And we're going to kind of continue on with what we talked about yesterday. But first, a reminder that tomorrow, probably going to do it before you go to sleep. The summertime in the U.S. ends and wintertime begins. So you guys set your clock back an hour. In areas of the country that practice summer and winter time. So if you are in a state that does summer and winter time, you will have to set your clock back an hour tomorrow for winter time. And in the United States, please note that the UK has different cycles and dates. So you probably have already done it in the UK, I would think. But I may be wrong. Okay, so summertime ends tonight and winter time begins, so you got to set your clock back an hour. Now, some of you also pointed out to me on Discord that somehow you were unsubscribed by YouTube from the channel, and you did not know that. Okay, you did not know you were unsubscribed, and so you had no idea what was going on. Okay, so for you, some of you who said to me, oh, could you turn off the 24-hour notice for subscribers to chat? And the answer is no, because I've found it out to be very useful to keep that feature on. It encourages people to want to subscribe to talk. And it also shows if you're dedicated to the show enough to subscribe. After all, it's not like it costs money to subscribe to the show. It's free. So it doesn't really make any difference if you're a paid subscriber or not, because there is no mandatory paid subscription. So subscribing to the channel is free, and of course, you have to be subscribed for at least 24 hours in advance to join in on the chat. But that's really not a big deal, since we do a show every morning from Monday through Saturday. So yeah, you're going to be able to subscribe on Friday, and you'll be able to talk today. Okay, that means chronologically exactly 2 or 24 hours later. It also prevents the resub, unsub carousel that seems to be a popular thing on a lot of channels. Just like the show, you're gonna stick around. Otherwise, you unsub and then you have to wait 24 hours to resub and comment. It's also a means of troll control as well. How you doing, Red? So I do want to kind of continue on. Yesterday, we're talking about what we're talking about. I'm surprised YouTube didn't even bat an eye on that stream. I'm actually surprised. Well, there's a little update to it, because I was taking a nap, and of course, it woke me up, was kind of interrupted my dream, but I was kind of a little bit disappointed. But here's what happened was, I took a nap, and I was transported to Valenia's apartment. We're having a date. She has Johnny Rivers' Poor Side of Town on the AM 1610 Silvermoon radio, because that's where the station's base is, in Silvermoon or Clothalas. And as we're kissing and smooching, unfortunately, it taps my feet and wakes me up and says it's time to eat dinner. It's like, oh, okay. I wanted to say something a little bit uncomplimentary, but I respectfully said okay. So I was looking forward to seeing the rest of the stream play out, and I didn't get a chance to, and maybe I can catch up to it. Now, well, speaking of Silvermoon, speaking of World of Warcraft, and speaking of the next gameplay, we all know that the night shows, for the most part, are more of a basket case. No matter what you do. I wanted to get some World of Warcraft in, but as new computers coming today, I got a feeling I'm going to be busy trying to crush mites with it, And so I'm gonna try to get World of Warcraft working. His computer working first, his new laptop. And I will have my MacBook back under my hot little paws, and I'll be able to do something with it. Like I was gonna set up the other green screen on the other wall here so that we can do things differently. Having an actual proper table and everything that would be, so I wouldn't have to worry about this stupid pole on my desk here. But as you don't know, there's a pole right here. That is why camera sets away the way it is. It's kind of a stupid setup, but oh well. Ryan says Chris Harrison said he would like to date you. Who's Chris Harrison? I don't even know who Chris Harrison is. So we'll tell him or her, if it's short for Christina or Christine or whatever, because I'm a lesbian anyway. Tina. Oh, Rich Life. Okay. Now Rich Life, I've heard of that name. Yeah. I don't know exactly what did he do to get banned. That's the question. I think I've heard people get banned. Is it because his content was not original? Or was it because his content was something that YouTube didn't really feel was appropriate for the platform? Oh. I gotta fix these wheels in this chair. Actually, I gotta replace the wheels on this chair because the actual wheel itself is pretty much gone. It's just the hubs left on it. False flagging people. Oh, not good. No. You see, you know what? That's something I don't understand when people false flag people. Why do people false flag people? What's the point of false flagging people? It sounds like a really bad move, if you ask me. But I digress. Anyway, there's a lot of people in the world that would do something similar to that. Just that makes them look good and to other people. He's different. Got to get some beer. Okay, thank you for being on the show for a few minutes. Yeah. So anyway, the next coming days, this week coming up, starting on Sunday, it's gonna warm up a little bit. You're gonna have temperatures in the mid-teens, so it's not gonna be too cold. The nighttime will still be on the nippy side, but the daytime highs, by Tuesday, will be a high of 16 degrees Celsius. So it'll be warm enough to do any last minute November things you're going to do for Thanksgiving. Well, not right at this minute, Ed, but tomorrow it'll start warming up. Because I already checked the weather and it's the way it is. But then after next Sunday, the temperatures are going to drop back down into the colder temperatures. Well, nice thing about winter, though, is when I get to play my World of Warcraft. That's when it's not going to be so insufferably hot in here that I can't sit down in front of the computer and spend 3 hours a week, 4 hours a week playing World of Warcraft. So that's nice for me. And with all the ults I have to basically keep them all busy. So, winter is coming with a vengeance. Yeah. Most bees, by the way, go into their hives in the wintertime anyway. How do you think they survive the winter months? Why do you think they stack up on so much honey? It's because that's their food sources for the wintertime. It's true, though. Let's see what's going on today. Besides, summertime ends. Anything new here? Nope, looks good, looks good. For a morning show, anyway. Panel is open, guys. So it's got to copy the link so we can get you guys on the panels. Please note, if you are not in the chat and you want to jump in on the panel and I don't recognize your name, I'm not necessarily going to bring you up on the panel. Okay, but that's because of, as we found out from one guy yesterday, it's just the easiest way to avoid trouble with YouTube. As far as the dream goes in the music, it's funny because I did not know the millennial liked Johnny Rivers. Last time I saw you, you wouldn't even kiss me. The rich guy you've been seeing must have put you down. Welcome, baby, back to the poor side of town. Yeah. Sounds like the story of my life. Anyway, so well, anyway, so there's not really a lot going on this morning for Saturday. I mean, we have a few people here. Welcome to the show. A few people that are here. And, Ed finally got his holy grail of plywood for his layout. Thanks to the help of Krista, he was able to get something. And, a lot of people did enjoy yesterday's show. Other people thought the impromptu video live stream out in the road was good too, but just Miss Jamie was actually enjoying the live chat from yesterday morning. So, what do we have to look forward to this winter time? Well, I'm hoping that even if nothing else happens, I'm hoping that we'll have a nice Christmas, even if it is re-gifting presents to other people that we had gotten that we didn't need, and still be a start to at least give some holiday cheer. Let's not forget Thanksgiving on the 25th. I believe it's the 25th this year, when we're going to be giving thanks for the blessings that we have received during the last year. I know that for me, Thanksgiving and Christmas are two special days because that's when they're holy days to me. I mean, I don't know if you go look at the Wiccan Wheel of Year, I don't exactly see Thanksgiving on the list. Okay. It's not a Sabbat, it's not an Isbat, but it's kind of a time when we give thanks and praise for the gifts that we received. Originally, people don't know this, but Thanksgiving originally was a religious holiday. And so for me, it remains a religious holiday. Yeah, the turkey and the stuffing and the cranberry sauce and the green bean casserole are certainly a major part of it, but I think that it's the thing is that we give thanks and praise for the gifts that we receive by the Almighty God and Goddess that makes it worth it. The fact is that we have a chance to give thanks for the things that we received, and we can reflect on the beautiful things that we received. I mean, I think, to me, that's what makes Thanksgiving so awesome. Of course, that's coming up, and I know some of you guys are going to go, shit. Who cares? I care. I care a lot about the holiday. Because to me, it's a special time of the year when I say thanks for all the beautiful things I've received. Some people tend to underestimate. I'm just gonna. This is a good mirror for fixing my hair, by the way. This is actually at my house where I do my hair. That's why my trackball is always thrown full of my hair and the cat hair, both hairs. But yeah, just something I love to do. Just give thanks and praise on Thanksgiving. What about you? What are you doing for the holidays? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? What are you doing for New Year's? What are you doing for Christmas? Ed's fine. He's sleeping now. Yeah, he's asleep. And this new laptop is going to be here, or not new, but refurbished laptop is going to be here today. Then I get my MacBook back to myself. Probably keep his account on it for the time being. Do you think it would work with the... Oh, yeah. That's a good question, Loom. I honestly... This committee... FC, knock it off, will you? Come on. We're talking about something a little different today. At least vaguely. We're talking about the holidays coming up. What are you doing for your holiday? Who are you spending time with? For Thanksgiving. That's only 2 weeks away, guys. Well, a little more than 2 weeks away. Let's see. Thanksgiving lands on, I said the 25th. I don't know if that's exactly right. Let's see. Let's go to today's calendar. Not October's. Okay, now show it to me by the month, please. Yeah. Thanksgiving's on the 25th. Followed by something called Native American Day. And Hanukkah starts on November 29th. Now, I don't celebrate the Festival of Light, but I do know about it. I know the story of Hanukkah. Thank you very much. And I got a hair appointment on December 9th. So, I don't think spending money is going to be a big problem. I don't really have a lot of extra funds to spend for the holiday months right now. But, it's still a good time for me to do things. But I still kind of feel a little sad because, like, Ed disturbed me in the middle of a happy dream, which kind of woke me up in the middle of a dream. I was like, oh. I mean, like, because it was time to eat. I was like, alright, fine. Not really sure yet. Possibly just a small get-together with my girlfriend and some family. How about you, Michelle? I mean, Ed, a small gathering. Not much. Of course, Ed hates Christmas because it's when his stepfather died. It was around Christmas holiday. My uncle died around the same time. I mean, as far as the calendar goes. But I still don't hate Christmas. So, I always said Christmas was a wonderful time for me as a kid. It was always the music and the carols and thinking about what the Christmas holiday represents, both in the pagan and the Christian aspects of it. The Thanksgiving, however, has always been a special day to me, because that's the day I give thanks and praise for everything I've received within the last year. For example, in 2021, I started getting back on my feet more and doing more things, and I'm able to walk better, even if it is a lot slower. And I still get a chance to, do the things I like. What's sad is the soup kitchen is not open for this year. I do wish that Carrie at the soup kitchen would get, could get more volunteers to be open for the holidays, but right now it don't look like that's the case. I think the Winston Soup Kitchen kind of feels underutilized. I've always been awake. I've started drinking. Well, I never drank alcohol on a regular basis, so I would say the drinking part is not part of it. Maybe someday soon, maybe my mom might come over. Who knows? We never know. We never know what might happen. It'd be funny if my mother showed up. I don't know how she would react to Ed being there, but she doesn't personally have a problem with Ed, but she just thinks he's a ne'er-do-well. Nah, I don't want to open that file. No more than I'll open the file with Patty either. And maybe I can find. Maybe me and Ed could maybe invite the woman Sharon up to help. For the holidays. Yeah, that's an idea. Invite Sharon up. Invite Sharon up for the holidays. Patty is a walking nightmare. Yeah. But you know what? There's something about Patty you don't know. Something that's the reason I still think about her on occasion. I think there was something there in her side, but she didn't really express it very well, or maybe she was afraid to express it. So I'm wondering if maybe she did have feelings, but maybe didn't know how to express them clearly, or maybe she was afraid to express them to even her own consciousness. But even so, it's not. The ship has already sailed. I'm not going back there. Okay, I'm just saying that she never did like the YouTube thing. Michelle, there are usually plenty of organizations that give Thanksgiving box of turkey stuffing, cranberry sauce, potatoes. The soup kitchen does when they were open, but I'm sure they'll probably be getting some of those again this year. I'll have to call George and ask him. There was a local business in town a couple of years ago that was actually treating the public to a free Thanksgiving dinner that they would pay for out of their own pocket to offer meals to the local community. You might remember, actually, it was Christmas Day dinner. That's right. Because I remember there was a video a couple of years ago when I did about the Kelly's Kitchen that was doing that, having Christmas dinner, and then the YMCA took it over for its residents. And then I don't know what happened with Kelly's Kitchen's efforts, but I don't think Kelly's Kitchen's even around anymore. Really important stuff, yeah. But I gotta admit, one of the things that makes Thanksgiving important for me is, as I said, reflecting on how our year has been. Pretty similar to what the original Pilgrims did on Plymouth Rock. It's exactly what they did too. They were very thankful for the help of the Native Americans that helped them out. And I mean, it's too bad that later on, the colonists and the Indians was kind of developed kind of a bit of a problem with each other. But if it wasn't for the Native Americans helping out the Pilgrims would never have survived up there in Massachusetts colony. And yet, I know that's in 3 weeks, but think about this, or just about 3 weeks. If you can get the help of people, it's just like the song by the Beatles. I get help with a little, but I get by with a little help from my friends. The Indians helped them to teach them how to plant food and grow food and to provide for the needs of the community. If they didn't have that, they would have been screwed. Okay, point blank fact. And there was an Abraham Lincoln and his Emancipation Proclamation made Thanksgiving a national holiday. It's a time for the country to give thanks for the blessings that we've received. Yeah, Rusty's laying in the bedroom with Ed right now. He's just chilling out. I don't think he wants to be bothered right now. Yeah, he's in the bedroom. So, of course, I can see if the door is open in case he does want to come out. Just hold a minute. Maybe he is gonna come out. I don't know. He was in the bed when I was in there earlier. Let's see if maybe he wants to come out because the door is closed. So. Yeah, they're both asleep. They're both asleep. They're both. Rusty's laying on the foot of the bed. And it's laying on his side of the bed, and how you doing, Krill? Yeah. I don't know why you had problems with that. Basically, the way as far as that goes and subscriptions go is you have to subscribe to the channel for a period of 24 hours in advance. That's make sure it's really dedicated people that are chatting and not just some fly-by-night that just wants to make trouble. Yeah. How you doing, Krill? So, I mean, I was just sorry, I heard something in the background there. Does Lumi have her own nose? What? Nose? I don't think so. See what is. I keep hearing something rustling, but it's Rusty's in the bedroom, so it's not Rusty. Lumi doesn't have her own. I don't know what that is, but anyway, so you know what I was thinking was tonight is I was gonna play World of Warcraft, and since the night shows are a friggin' disaster anyway, I was thinking is maybe we can put some World of Warcraft on tonight instead of the regular Saturday show, which has been yeah, I know I didn't check that screen. Craig Sr. Alright. Hi Craig, how you doing?
Hey, good morning to everybody. How are you?
I'm doing alright. I hear some background noise behind you.
Behind me?
I mean, like some like an undertone or something, like a whir or a whoosh sound.
Let me see if I can fix it. Hold on.
Okay.
Is that any better now?
Yeah, it's about the same. I wonder if there'd be something on this side they can fix.
Michelle, I got a whole different headset, so I was trying this out to see if I could stop it from screaming.
Yeah, well, that helped. That helped. Let me see if I can...
Oh, that's the ocean.
I'm going to see if I can fix it on this side here. I'm just curious what it is. Alright, so let's see if I can get rid of the sound limiter, the compressor. I don't think that's going to help the show. No, that didn't help any. I was just trying to see something here. Okay, I'm gonna put the compressor back in here.
Yeah, that's the ocean. It is.
Yeah. So let's see. That's Soundgarden.
It's windy. It's windy and rough here today.
I'm just putting this back in here. So set that back on here. Doesn't sound like that's the problem. Not sure what that was, but that's okay. At least I can hear you. That's a good thing. So anyway, how are you doing today? I know you had to sleep a bit.
No, they called me in last night for work at 10:30. So I worked 10:30 till 8 o'clock. So I grabbed a couple hours and I figured I'd come on. That's why I'm still in my pajamas. And then I'm going to go to bed. Hope you're having a good weekend.
So everybody said, did YouTube unsubscribe you? They must have. I'm talking to Krell here. Because, I mean, I don't know why YouTube does that sometimes on channels. They've done that before. Where you get on YouTube, next thing you know, you're subscribed, and then you look at you see your subscription's gone. I don't know why YouTube.
Yes, thank you. I'm having a good morning. Anytime's a good morning when I don't have to go to work till tonight. I don't have to go till midnight. So that's a good day.
Yeah. So Sunday the weather's gonna warm up a bit, Craig.
Oh, it is? Good.
It's gonna be in the in Frankenstein news. It's gonna be in the mid-50s, pretty much, until next Sunday, in the daytime.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm sitting on my deck in the sun, so it's not really cold at all.
Yeah, I know. I see you're sitting in the usual spot there.
I'm just trying to see the chat. It's hard in the sun. I'm sorry to anybody I didn't answer. It's hard for me to see. So is that going to get me that other car?
Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, he got the cars. Yeah, he ordered the 2 cars.
Oh, good.
And
good.
so as soon as they come, he's already got the track, but they for some reason forgot to ship one of the controllers. So he contacted them to see if they can find the other controller for him. It's not that expensive. I mean, if he has to, he can always buy another one somewhere else.
Yeah, well, I told him to wait till he's got the whole shebang and ship it all at once.
Right. That's what he's going to do.
Good, good.
Let's see.
Did you?
FC says it's happened to me with other channels before. Yeah, it's happened to me too a few times. Yeah, we're doing a night show, but it might be playing World of Warcraft instead on it. Because I want to work on getting Bashara up to. She's got to go back and deal with those witch doctor people, and I got her out of harm's way, so she didn't end up dying. But I mean, she spent a couple days with her sisters, Vanya and Katagiris. But now the 3 sisters are going to go back out and do their own missions again. And then I'm going to try to bring them all home for Thanksgiving. So, but we do have plans to do a night show. But speaking of that, Craig, we were talking about Thanksgiving. I know it's a couple weeks in advance. But what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Oh, actually, I'm not sure yet, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
First, you got to get a turkey. The stores don't have turkeys yet.
Right.
That's the first thing. So it's either going to be a.
Yeah.
I might end up having a big chicken. I don't know. I went into the store. Well, King Cullen is right next to Lowe's where I work, and they said they didn't get them in yet. So I don't know what I don't know what the hell the price is going to be on them. God only knows.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. He did. I don't know though if that's going to go through or not, but probably will be. We'll have to see what happens with this guy in that Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah, well, usually I have. Well, my son-in-law is working because he's with the police department, and that's a busy time. Unfortunately, it's a little interesting, but he's in special services, and they get a lot of family disturbance calls. So every one of them, all 60 of them have to work Thanksgiving.
Really?
Because you know what happens when families get together and get the alcohol flowing, and then it's just idiotic. I mean, then they bring up things and they get into family arguments, domestic, and all this garbage. So, he usually stops in with his partner, and he'll have dinner with his partner here on their dinner break. And I usually invite 3 of my elderly neighbors who the children they don't live here, they're in California. And my grandchildren and stuff, so we normally have about 20 people, I guess, all together.
As far as the question, do you have to have turkey on Thanksgiving? It depends. Some people use the chicken instead. I mean, it depends on.
I don't particularly care, to be honest with you. I rather have a fresh ham or something like that.
You could have that. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
The whole idea of Thanksgiving isn't so much about the food, it's about the people.
Exactly. I was just going to say that. Exactly. Give thanks for what we have and how fortunate we are.
Right.
I can't see that. Let me see if I can see the side chat. I'm sorry if I'm not being rude on purpose. I just not able to see the side chat too well. Let me see. Because I'm in the sun.
Oh, in the side chat? It's right there in the screen.
Yeah, I know, but I'm in the sunlight.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I'm in the sun.
All right, so I'll try to read them to you then. Gianni says ham is best on Thanksgiving. Debbie Clee says, usually after a few drinks, I argue with my liberal sister on Thanksgiving. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
That's where the family disturbances come in, guys.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, there's no politics allowed in my house, period. We don't discuss it. But we're all on the same page, but I'd rather not discuss it.
Well, I don't know. I just never really... I mean, of course, we all know that this year has been a little bit of abnormal, so I wonder what's going to happen with, Thanksgiving and Christmas for a lot of people. Like, I've heard somebody say that they thought turkey was $35 a pound. I don't think so. Not yet, anyway.
If it is, I won't be having one.
Yeah.
Unless my daughter wants to go for it. They got more money than me. But my son-in-law always stops over and they keep their radios on. They say they're going for a dinner break, and we get things all ready ahead of time.
Right.
So that's always nice, and it's always nice that he has his partner with him, and he spent the last 3 Thanksgivings, for their hour dinner break, which was nice.
Well,
it's a shame. It's a shame he's got to work, but unfortunately, it was mandatory. There was no ands, ifs, or buts. But the good thing is he'll get double time, so that's a good chunk of change there. Let me see.
Well, speaking of normal, they say that Ed found that Yellowstone volcano is starting to show uplift which isn't good because that means the magnet chamber is filling up right now.
Yeah.
And they're concerned that it's going to pop sometime soon. I don't know when. That's going to do a number on most of the middle of the country. It's not going to do much to the east or west coast.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's where most of our food is grown, is in the middle of the country.
Oh yeah, well, I think upstate New York has turkey farms and stuff. I'm not really sure. I mean, I like turkey. I can take it or leave it. It's okay. All I eat is the drumstick anyway. I like the drumstick.
I wonder what would happen. I mean, what if we can get vegetarian turkey? I know.
Yeah.
That sounds disgusting, right? Vegetarian turkey? Tofu turkey?
No, gods, I hate tofu. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. God knows what crap's in that.
Arguments don't seem to serve a positive purpose other than honing the skills of the argumentative. Once, at one time, I ate so much canned cranberries relish that my BMs were fuchsia. I cannot stand cranberry sauce at all. Don't even talk to me about it. I don't like pumpkin pie either.
I don't like it either. My son-in-law, he likes it, and I get a can of cranberry sauce for him, and I say, here's your cranberry sauce. Go open it and put it on a plate. Nobody else likes that shit yet.
Well, maybe if they were fresh cranberries, never mind the gelled sauce.
Yeah, well,
I've had fresh cranberries. They're okay.
For one person, I'm not going to bother. You know, I always have extra cans of that. But he likes that.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Red Foreman? Is Red Foreman said about pigeons?
Pigeons.
Yeah, pigeons.
He said one time they used to eat pigeons. Don't think there'd be much meat on that. It'd probably be more like eating the squab. You know,
No, there isn't. But not for anything. I've eaten pigeon before, and if they're cooked properly, they're very tasty. I also ate. I've eaten seagulls too. Not my favorite, but I've eaten them.
Okay.
Now,
I wonder how many times those animals ate human for dinner.
Acorns?
Human, the other white meat. Yeah. Needs to think about it, right?
Yeah. Well, everybody likes the white meat, so that's why I eat the other stuff. My grandchildren won't even touch the meat unless it's white meat. They don't like the bone and all that stuff. I was brought up in Maine, and we had lobster and turkey because my dad was a lobsterman.
Right.
And we had turkey and lobster. In fact, I remember sitting down with the whole family at the table. Back then was probably about 30 of us because my grandmother had 12 children. And we used to go up to Maine and visit. But when I was growing up, my dad would come home with 3 or 4 lobster. And I says, oh, God, lobster again? But now I well, he's gone, but I love lobster. Yeah. But that was like for us having hamburgers.
I'm gonna try to get you on the screen so people can see you, because right now they can't see you right now. I'm gonna try to get you on the screen so they can see you.
They can't see me?
Well, I haven't turned the camera on so they can see you yet, so I'm gonna get that on there now so they can see a picture of you. So I can see where you are, what you're doing. So,
I can see me.
Well, I know you can see you. Yeah, you got a camera there so you can see yourself. Yeah. Sorry, he's covered by the chat, guys. At least, because if I make the chat too any smaller, then he can't see it.
I'm trying not to. The white meat is always dry. And nobody knows how to make gravy. Since my mom passed away, she used to make good gravy for the white meat. And no matter what I do, I can't duplicate it.
Yeah. I like both. I don't mind either meat. You're right. The white meat can get dry. Cooking the turkey takes a little bit of finesse. And as far as making turkey gravy, I know how to make it fresh. And
Michelle,
what's that?
Are you going to have turkey?
I don't know. We usually do, but it's hard to say. Since the Moses was Skynet did invite me and Ed to his house for Thanksgiving, I wonder if that's what we're going to be having.
Well, I have a very easy way to cook turkey. They have these, the turkey, the roasting bags, where you put the whole piece of meat in it. Then you put all the vegetables and put all the stuff in the bag. And this way, the white meat doesn't come out too dry.
Right, that's true.
Oh boy. Hi, Skunk Ape. I think Skunk Ape's in there. Hi, Skunk Ape. How are you?
Well, like I say, when it comes to turkey going, I don't mind turkey at all. It's okay. I like to eat I like to get the big legs. I get the legs. I go for the legs.
Yeah, that's
sadly
like
enough, turkeys only have 2 legs, right?
Yeah, my son-in-law gets one drumstick and I get the other because he likes the drumstick too.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Skunk Ape, how are you? Happy Saturday.
You know what? There was one thing I always wanted to do. You mentioned lobster man and sea. I kind of wish I could have tried being on a lobster boat. I wonder how that would be for a job.
Well,
ideally, it would be best to have me in the kitchen, not out there actually catching the suckers.
I went with my dad, and we moved from Maine down to Long Island when I was 12. But I used to go with him, but the hours are horrendous. I mean, it's not easy. First of all, you have to go and you have to have 2 lines of traps, because you put 2 down one day, and then you grab 1 line up the next day,
right? And
then you put another one down, and you alternate. In other words, you got 4 or 5 trap lines. This way, you always have a stock, and they're fresh.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of work, no matter what you do.
Right. It's never mind rough seas. Rough seas. Remember, we got like one lobster captain says, it's an open back boat. It's not easy for your crew to go over the side if you're not careful.
Oh yeah, the transom of the boat is flat. All you got to do is get the line wrapped around your ankle, and you're going.
That's what
over.
happened on Lobsterman at sea. One guy almost went overboard because of that.
Oh yeah.
When they were setting out the traps, yeah, it's scary enough to think about. I also used to watch Deadliest Catch as well. Crabbing, also another scary job in rough seas. Up there in the Great Bering Strait there, catching crabs.
Oh yeah. Well, he used to get the crabs in the pots along with the lobster and all that stuff.
Okay. So did you guys keep the crabs too, or did you throw them back in the ocean?
Yeah, if they were big enough, we'd take them, sure. Yeah, it is a nice day. I can't tell who said that, but
I mean, some of those lobsters and crabs get some big pincers, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, you just gotta know how to pick them up. That's all.
Those things can snap fingers off.
Oh hell yeah!
They're like bolt cutters, or living bolt cutters.
You pick them up. You pick a lobster up about a half an inch behind the eyes in the front, and they cannot get around to your hand whatsoever.
Right.
And a crab you pick up with your forefinger and your thumb being on the top of the middle of the shell. and they can't bite you. They can't reach around that far.
Right. Looks like a nice stare, says Red Foreman.
I can see the chat. I can see the chat, but I don't know who's talking. Because,
Red Foreman was just saying, it looks like it's a nice day there.
Yes, it is. It's very nice. And we're lucky for that. I can't see the names because they're in red, and they're not showing up. I don't know whether I can change that on my phone or not.
I don't know why. I don't know whether this company's system does that. Or sometimes it's red, and sometimes it's black, and sometimes it's blue. It's like they can't make up their mind what color it's going to be.
Oh, that automatically comes up?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't have any control over the colors.
I meant to tell you. Rosie's not using StreamYards anymore. She switched to Prism. I don't know whether you've heard of Prism.
I never heard of Prism.
Yeah, well, maybe it's a California thing. I don't know. But Prism is 4K. And I believe it's free.
Okay, well, we know OBS does 4K if your equipment can handle it. Mine can't, so
yeah.
I don't have to worry about that. I only can handle 720K or 720p on my DSL, so that's all we do, 720.
I can't tell who it was. Somebody said it's cold here. I was just wondering.
Somebody says it's cold here. It looks like a nice day, Craig. It'll be cold but nice, says Krill. Red Foreman says, hi, Red, hi. I'm Red, hi. Krill says, hi, Red. Red Foreman gives a sarcastic smile. Krill, I never saw Rosie except because someone I know watched the RV guy a lot she streamed with. Oh, okay. You mean Rich Life?
Oh, that idiot. Oh. No, well, actually, I don't know whether anybody watched Elvis Travels, but she did his whole van over, and then he lived there in the Shine Shack in an apartment for about 6 months, and Rosie did his whole van over, rewired it, made all new furniture, did all kinds of stuff to it, and then he dissed her out. When he left, they don't have a relationship anymore. That's done.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember Elvis. What does he have? Oh, Elvis travels. He has a van that he traveled in.
Okay.
And he's a slob. He's a slob. He's lazy. He's never held down a job in his life.
Yeah.
He's Armenian, but it certainly...
Is he a tourist by any chance?
It certainly hurt Rosie's feelings because she worked so hard on it. How can you do that to somebody? Work so hard on something and then you make fun of them and say nasty things when you leave her house that you've been living in for 6 months, no charge. That's not a nice thing. Yeah, you can look up Elvis Travels. I don't watch it. I never liked him anyway.
I mean, what is he? Is he a tourist by any chance? Sounds like a tourist.
No, actually...
or maybe a very disrespectful Sagittarius.
He's a disrespectful Iranian or whatever the hell he is. But he said some real bad things and threats. He threatened Rosie, and she got the law involved and YouTube involved, and she had his channel taken down.
All right. Oh.
That took 3 months, but she took the whole channel, wiped it, done.
I know Crow. I know Taurus are fine. Actually, he sounds more like an ungrateful Sagittarius, actually.
Yeah, well, I don't think it matters who you are. If you if you appreciate, someone that, she did so much for him.
Yeah.
I mean, that was for 6 months. He lived in her apartment, it's like they call it the Shine Shack because she has a still in there that she produces, moonshine.
Yeah.
But that was years ago.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested, they can look on Rosie's channel and look on Van Build, and you'll get a good idea of what a schlump this guy is. So he went back to Chicago. Not even his own sister or mother bothered with him.
Yeah.
Just a terrible person. But
yeah, it sounds
anyway,
to me like
I'll give you an update. We got all the electric heaters in at Lowe's, and they were gone in 3 days.
Really?
So we're out of
sold out
electric heaters again.
In 3 days, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, with the price of fuel and the price of gas, that's going to happen this winter. And it already happened because I got a notice in the mail. The heating gas is probably going to, I would say, be about 45 to 50% more. And oil, the cheapest oil we can get here right now, which I don't use, is $3.79 a gallon, and that's cash for 100 gallons.
Right.
And 100 gallons.
So basically, it's about similar to the price of gasoline right now. Basically, it's about $3.79 for gasoline too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately.
But then, of course, gasoline is mostly expensive because of taxes. But
yeah. Well.
What's the most popular
Michelle,
type of heater design that you guys sold? The baseboards, the hot air convection ones, the ceramic ones. Which ones were the more popular ones?
Well, I see ads on YouTube, and I just saw an ad on one last night that's supposed to use 25% of the normal amount of an electric heater. But I don't know. I mean, if you have to get one, the ceramic heaters are the best because they hold the heat.
Right. The ceramic core stays hot longest, whereas regular metal coil heater like we have that has a blower on it, the coils cool pretty quick. Yeah.
Let me see. Somebody just said something. I don't know what it was.
It says, Bill, how do you get twigs in your cigarette? Or you roll them? Red Foreman says, Flying Fish. Nightbot says, if you want to send channels to we play WoW, looking for Krill, gasoline is mainly expensive because of Joe Biden. Craig, are those footy pajamas? In other words, are they kind with the built-in slippers on them?
Oh, no, I got my slippers on. No,
okay.
These have penguins on them. My daughter got them for my son-in-law, and he didn't like them, so she gave them to me. I don't normally wear pajamas, but I put these on at least to come outside. I don't want to sit out here with nothing on. Not that anybody would see me.
What we should do is you should sometimes give me your private home number so that when you're inside your cell phone, I can still call you.
Yeah, I'll do that. I was thinking about that anyway.
You can just post a message and a message, and I'll get it, and I'll add it to my address book.
Yeah, I'll text you it. Yeah, I have no problem with that. Let me see.
Anyway, I wanted to cover something about what we were talking about yesterday too, I'm sure you watched the show from yesterday morning. You probably thought it was kind of interesting when I was talking about with my characters in World of Warcraft. I had a nice dream last night. I dozed off because I was in the kitchen. I decided to sleep a little bit because, sometimes it was easier. So I was dozing, and me and Valenia were sitting in front of a fire. She had the radio on AM 1610. Johnny Rivers was playing Welcome to the Poor Side of Town. And we're starting to kiss and kind of make out. And all of a sudden, it taps my feet, wakes me out, tell me dinner's ready.
Oh, and you woke
I'm
up?
like, oh man, that was just into the good parts.
And you, what did Ed wake you up?
Yeah, because it was time to eat dinner.
Oh. God.
Well, I was going to be eating dinner of another kind, but...
Yes, I know. I got you.
But maybe, I want to get some World of Warcraft in, so I'm thinking tonight, instead of doing a normal live stream like tonight, like we're doing now, is... I was thinking about playing some World of Warcraft, but then again, I think most people would probably be ready to lynch me if I did that. They'd be like, we traded the night showing for this? Well, at least we get to see Michelle kill a couple monsters. Yeah. So... Quill from me, if I take this melanin stuff from the health store before I sleep, I have wild dreams like that. Yeah, well, I was just tired. I just need to sleep. And
yeah, you know what else causes you to have REM sleep? I use a CPAP machine, and it puts you in a real deep sleep. Very deep sleep.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's crazy.
So basically, you strap an oxygen mask to your face, pretty much.
Yeah, it just goes over my nose. It's not bad.
Okay.
Melatonin, yeah.
Well, I just take
melatonin gives you diarrhea.
What I do is I take one Benadryl at night so I can sleep, and then I don't snore. It said. So I think some of my allergies are causing me to snore. So when I take the Benadryl tablet at night, I don't snore. So that works out for me and him because he does the same thing.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Well, yeah, it works for us.
You can always, Michelle, you can always, if you sleep on two pillows with your head up a little higher than the rest of your body, you tend not to snore either.
Right, I do, because I have my hand underneath my head. Because mostly because I'm just like, that's the way I like to crawl up. And I noticed that my characters in World of Warcraft sleep very similar to how I do. I don't get into a fetal ball because I got someone else using the other half of the bed. But when I'm by myself, I just crawl up just like my blood elves do. You know, just laying on my side and just sleep that way. It's kind of cute when you see me with my ears sticking out as I'm sleeping.
Yeah. Vodka and Xanax, that'll put you to sleep okay.
Yeah.
That'll put you out like a light. Vodka and Xanax. Yeah.
The only thing is you gotta be careful with that. That could be a really bad solution to a bad problem. Which means, because it's gonna knock you out double hard. So make sure you don't shut down your respiratory system in the process. You may sleep and prescribe stuff like that, but it's not the kind of sleep we get normally. No, it's not. It's more like inhaling chloroform or ether. Thank you very much. Yeah, if I want to knock you out for surgery, I guess that will work fine. But it's it's not really the kind of sleep you get.
I've taken Ambien.
I always try to go for my delta waves. I always try to go for delta. So that's the kind of sleep I want to get down into delta, really deep sleep. As long as I can hit delta, I'm fine.
In the chat have tinnitus or tinnitus or whatever they call it?
I do.
Just curious.
Yeah, I got it.
Do you? Yeah, that's annoying. It sounds like it's in my ears right now. It's all the time. It's like two jets in my ears, and I wear the earbuds, and I usually listen to a book.
Yeah, I'm hearing it too, though. It's not just you. I'm hearing it too. In the soundtrack, I'm listening to it. It sounds like there's like some roaring sound in the background. So I don't know what that is.
You get that all the time in your ears?
Yeah, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it through my headphones.
Oh, but
I'm hoping that the OBS is going to filter it out for the audience, so they don't have to hear it. He says, "I hear the jets right now." Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, I got a high-pitched squeal.
I'm not sure what it's caused by, but maybe you should have your phones checked to see if maybe there's something wrong with the circuit in your phone or something.
No, well, I have tinnitus. It's all the time. It's all the time. That's the screaming noise in your ears all the time. And I've learned to deal with it. But
yeah, I don't get it that much, but there is treatments for it, I heard. Can help avoid it, but I don't really know if it's necessarily something everybody's going to want to do, taking medication or getting treatments for it. I don't get it on a regular basis. Sometimes it's a really high-pitched, like 1,500 kilocycle tone, and I can hear it. And it's very distracting when I hear it. Sometimes I hear a dull roar like an oil burner. Like a big giant commercial oil burner sound too. Like the world is like I can feel and hear the world rumbling. I picked that up too. Usually when a high pitched tone comes in, that means that somebody from the other side is trying to call me.
Michelle, the easiest way I can explain it is, remember the AM radios when they were off? They were not tuned properly, and you'd hear that little squeal.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Right, the heterodyne effect. Yeah. I don't get it like annoying. That. It's more like just a high pitched like wee.
Yep, exactly.
It's not really loud.
And
it's just there. And then to me, it's like I tell people, "Oh, God's calling me." Because usually when they get the high pitched wee, it means that the spirit world's trying to tell me something.
Well, I'll tell you a funny story. I went on when I first got this. It's very upsetting because you don't have any control over it. It's generated by the nerves in your ear.
Exactly.
So it used to give me panic attacks. So I went to this ear specialist that my daughter recommended, and I said, "Is there any way you can turn my ears off?" Because it was so bad that I was having panic attacks. And he said, "What are you, crazy?" I said, "No." I said, "This is driving me nuts." So he sent me to a doctor in New York City, and he performs operations only on the ears. And he said it works 50% of the time, but other times it doesn't work. And he didn't suggest that I have it.
Right.
But what they do is they, there's like little bags in your ear with fluid. What they do is they take a little bit of that bag off so you don't get so much fluid in your ears, and that somehow helps the tinnitus, but I don't get it. I didn't get it.
Well, I wish, in my case, my hearing is a little more sensitive in one sense. In some ways, I wish it would. I hope it never gets more sensitive because, I think sometimes it's like because I'm always in my own little world. I'm always kind of wrapped up in my own little world, doing my own thing. That if I had hypersensitive hearing, I wouldn't be able to enjoy half the stuff that I do where I could basically shut the world out and say, just like Ruby Ridge from Helen, you leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Let me do my thing. Don't tell me about your problems. I want to play my game. You know, it's like it's same thing when I'm doing anything with stitch work and needle work. You know, I do a lot of clothing mending because I don't have money to keep throwing clothes away. So I fix a lot of my clothes up. I'm not the best seamstress in the world, trust me. I have a very ugly utility stitch. That's basically, I just basically throw a lot of thread and needle on it and basically hope that it's going to hold, and it usually does. You know.
Yeah, there's somebody, I hear jets right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, we're all getting it over here, so I don't think it's you. I think it's something in your circuit, your phone that's doing that. I mean, because it's the same phone that you had problems before, where the other microphone was blowing everybody's ears in. Now it sounds like your phone's got tinnitus.
Yeah, well, it very well could be.
It was not loud enough. I gotta turn it up. I don't know, I can't turn it up loud enough. My sensitivity has to go way up. I was in this picking up the jabbering between all its electronic elements in the phone or something. It's kind of weird.
Well, when I first got the tinnitus, I went on tinnitus or tinnitus website. It was like a club for people that have. It's like a support group. So I'm reading along there, and they say, "Oh, well, Bill's not with us anymore. He committed suicide." So I said, "That's enough of that. I'm not looking at that website anymore." But if you get it loud enough, I can see where people it would drive them out of their mind.
For some people, it really is very frustrating to get tinnitus. Like I said, I can hear Earth rumble, and I mean that's kind of interesting. As even in a totally silent room, I can always feel and hear the Earth rumbling like a big giant oil burner in a basement somewhere. And
exactly.
And sometimes sometimes I hear the pitch E sound, which usually means, like I said, oh, God's calling me. And then just like a Google Meets, I kind of switch over to the God channel and go, you ring.
Yeah.
My old house phone, you can hear neighbors talking on the phone if you listen real hard. Yeah, it's called bleed through, and that happens with phone wiring.
Yeah, well, that's because most people have the wireless receiver.
Yeah.
And if they happen to be on the same frequency, sometimes you can hear them bleed through.
Well, it sounds like he's talking about hardwired phones, which would still get crosstalk or bleed through.
I still have my mom's phone, original. Remember, Michelle, the original phones that you had to put your finger in and used to dial it? I still have that. And that I have hardwired into the phone system, and it works. When we had Hurricane Sandy, that's the only phone in the whole house that worked. And everybody couldn't understand why I was calling them or how I could call them, but that was the old-fashioned one.
Right.
And the dialer that you put your finger in, it still worked. I'm surprised. Very surprised.
Yeah.
But we keep
I got a standard rotary dial phone in the wiring closet that's plugged into our phone switch also.
Yeah.
I prefer the metal dial ones with the metal finger wheels and the plastic ones. I had one that somehow got lost somewhere. The old metal finger wheel phones were better, I think, for my fingers than this plastic dials, which always felt kind of thick. You know what I mean? They thick.
Oh yeah, and then they come out with the push button ones.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom had a...
the first were the Western Electric 1500s. Those were the buttons that had 0 through 9. And then later came the 2500 with the pound and the asterisk buttons added.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because on my Wi-Fi, if I go on the Wi-Fi on my phone, I mean, both my neighbors have... I think they have Verizon or Optimum. I don't know what they have, what service. But I can see their signals are really strong. But I don't have a password, so I can't jump in there. But it's such a strong signal. If I had a password, I wouldn't even have to pay for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can always ask your neighbors if they would give you the password.
No, my neighbors, no. I'm like, well, you know where I live. I'm sort of like in the sticks here. And they're pretty much to themselves.
Yeah.
And right away they think you're gonna hack their system or something of that nature. But what I'm thinking of doing is just canceling. I was telling you about the Amazon stick. I'm thinking of canceling my TV service altogether and my phone, and I'm just going to pay for... They have a deal, Wi-Fi Unlimited, and it's supposed to be 5 gig or whatever, and it's $39.95 a month. So I think that's what I'm going to do.
I would still keep the hardware phone anyway because... Like you said, when Hurricane Sandy knocked out your wireless phone, at least you're still able to make phone calls.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you can make a phone call through Wi-Fi. Yeah, just don't tell anyone.
Yeah, I know we can. I mean, like my T-Mobile phone does that too.
Sure.
Make phone calls to Wi-Fi on my cell phone.
Well, my son-in-law's brother, they have a house down in Florida, and in the summertime they have a big boat, and they stay on their boat on Fire Island. And I went to visit. We were having a barbecue and everything, and he likes football, so he had in the cabin he had a 55-inch white big screen. And I didn't know it, but he had his phone hooked into the TV. And I don't know how he got, but he got the game hooked into his phone.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess that's, what is that called? A hotspot, Michelle?
Right. So you use this phone as an internet, as a Wi-Fi device. Yeah, for his TV.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do the same thing here too.
He had some kind of adapter that went from his phone into the HDMI cable or input. And he got a lot of channels, mostly the ones that he wanted.
Yeah.
But I didn't know you can do that.
The thing is, I can't find the Discovery networks right now on YouTube's cable TV package. And... for some reason, Discovery wants you to buy the tier packages separately from them for Discovery Plus.
Yeah.
And
now Discovery is that you got to pay for. I don't have that. I have just the basic. I have the basic package.
Yeah, I always thought that was
like
kind of. I always thought that was kind of stupid
package.
because it's like originally like. almost every cable system has a Discovery Channel, right? Well, why can't I get it on my computer along with TMC and not the Weather Channel and CNN, Headline News, and Fox News. And then you are telling me I got to subscribe to a different package just so I can watch Dailiest Catch? I think that's kind of unfair.
That's right. That's right. I know I had the same argument with Verizon. It was another $22 a month just for certain channels. Like, I like Deadliest Catch. I like watching that.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, I wonder whatever when Sig Hansen died of a heart attack. On the Cornelia Marie, I felt bad for the crew.
Yes, that was Phil Harris.
Yeah,
that was Phil Harris. Well,
yeah, I believe so.
He was doing a life of drugs and cocaine and smoking his brains out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not saying he's a bad person. So it's not Sig,
it's Phil. Okay. Yeah, well, let's be honest. You're out there in the middle of the Bering Strait. You got a shipboard crew, and responsibility falls on your shoulders for everything. It's not surprising somebody's going to start doing that kind of stuff. You know, it's like, it's not like you get much of a break, especially as a captain.
No, that's something I wouldn't want to be responsible for. I can't even imagine a 30-foot wave.
The stress levels. Yeah.
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 So what's on the agenda for today, Michelle? Are you going to the soup kitchen?
No, we still got a lot of food left here, so probably just cook something for dinner. Like last night, we had white fish, and we had instant mashed potatoes and frozen vegetables, and
good.
So we'll probably have something similar tonight. Besides, there's no soup kitchen today anyway. It's Saturday. They don't serve on Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah.
People are not supposed to eat on Saturday?
They don't serve Saturday, no.
We need a break. What I hear on the news, but I couldn't follow it. Something about immigrants getting $450,000 or something. What was that all about?
That's the Department of Justice has been asked to confirm that if that indeed is what the court case settlement was for. I got a feeling that the president and the vice president are not going to go for that. And you can bet members of Congress are certainly not going to go for that.
No, I don't think so
because they're not even supposed to be in this country. Why should we be paying for something that clearly was doing something illegal? We shouldn't be paying them for that. It's like saying, if a crack cocaine dealer sues the federal government because someone stole all his stuff. Well, excuse me, you're not supposed to be doing crack cocaine, so why, you broke the law, so we have a right to take your stuff.
Well, in New Jersey, I think pot is legal now. In New Jersey.
Yeah,
I don't know why New York State doesn't just make it legal.
Yeah, well, it doesn't Connecticut either. Because, Connecticut, Massachusetts, it's legal. I don't know about Rhode Island. But Connecticut's not legal yet. It's decriminalized.
Really?
Yeah, it's decriminalized, but it's not fully legal yet.
They got to get on the bandwagon. They might as well all just legalize it because people are going to get it anyway.
Legalize it and make some money on the excise taxes.
Yeah,
after all, less people are smoking cigarettes now.
And that would, anybody that has that kind of business is going to do well. And it's better than buying it on the street. If you buy pot on the street, you don't know what it's laced with.
Right.
It could have something in it, could kill you.
Right. Exactly. And of course, that means that there will be regulations to make sure purity expectations.
Right, exactly.
And
my doctor when I went to the back doctor for my injection in my back, I get those steroids in the back because I got a bad back, and he said, would you want to try pot? And I said, oh, I can't be bothered rolling those things in the papers and all that stuff. He says, no. He said, they have like a vaping pen you use for it. So he gave me a prescription, and I went to the commissary or whatever they call it.
Right.
And I got the battery thing and all of that. Sometimes I hit on that once in a while. It just makes me sleepy. But it's legal. I had to get they give you a card.
Right.
That's from the doctor. This way, if you get pulled over or something, and it's in the card.
How much a year do you have to pay to renew your card? I was told like $300. Well, we just went from tinnitus to no tinnitus to basically no voice. Let's see if I can find out what happened to the sound, guys. There we go. Okay, we just got you back again.
Oh.
So how much a year do you have to pay for your card?
What card? You mean the card for the
Mary Jane card
medical
for the
marijuana?
commissary? Yeah, for the medical Mary Jane, yeah.
Oh, well, with my health plan, I think it was like $40 a cartridge. And a cartridge lasts me a couple of months.
Okay.
So
So what about the card? What about the card, the Mary Jane card, the prescription? Did you have to pay for that?
No. The doctor gives you a script. You fax the script to the state, and then the state sends you a little card with your name, address, and all that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting for Mary Jane to be legal in Connecticut so that we can just go down to your local liquor shop like John's Import, pick up a bag and smoke it.
Well, they have commissaries, but to be honest with you, it does help relax the nerves in the back. And when I get real bad back problems, if I take 2 or 3 hits on it, it does relax the nerves and stuff. But I would never do it while I'm driving or anything like that. That's only for like when I'm staying home.
I'm thinking it would help me with my anxiety issues when I get too strung up.
Exactly.
But right now, the nearest commissary is way out of walking distance from me. So I'm thinking I'm going to wait until the state of Connecticut legalizes it completely, so you can go to the local package store and pick it up there. And I might do that instead, Just go to the pack and get it. When I go get its beer, pick up a pack of that from me. So, okay. You know.
No, it doesn't. It does really help you relax the nerves and anxiety. It helps with anxiety also.
Red Farmer says, is Craig unhappy at government because they gave out America's hardworking money, tax money to the immigrants who came here just to sponge off the money and the fact that they came here illegally? Well, guys, I don't even know. Some people say they're political refugees. I don't think that makes sense either. Because the government is the one through country welfare has given these countries like Guatemala, El Salvador, all this money in the first place. So we kind of funded the problem on both sides.
Yeah, I'm not angry about it, but at the same point, if this is my feeling.
The Massachusetts dispensaries are packed, especially ones on the Rhode Island border. Michelle, what is when you smoke Mary Jane? Promise me a live stream. Well, your sound went out again, Greg. Your sound went out again. I don't think that. I think there's something wrong with that earpiece. Because now I'm getting a buzzing noise when you talk. But I can't hear you, and I can't hear any background either. Okay, now it's back.
No, I was getting a phone call, Michelle. I didn't want to answer it. No, as I was saying, I'm not angry that they're giving them money, but, my feeling is take care of your own. Take care of the people like you and like Ed and like a lot of people that are struggling. And if you have left over, you can help anybody you want. But, nobody gave all of our parents money when they came over. I mean, we're all immigrants. I mean,
right.
Our parents and grandparents came from overseas, and they didn't give them anything. So I just think it's not fair to people that are suffering in the United States that cannot pay their bills as it is. I mean, why should family, both people work, the wife, the husband, just to make ends meet, pay high taxes, and,
one thing that I'm hoping in the future is that Connecticut will finally, as I said, legalize Mary Jane so we can get that problem out of the way. But I hope when the federal government stops saying this because you're getting Social Security disability that you're living well. I actually do not understand why some people in Social Security have to live below the poverty line, and others, like those who make 150,000 hours a year and then retire, like get $3,000-4,000 a month, and yet the people average making about $900 a month on the higher end on Social Security disability. I just don't understand this. How will we have a complaint of people getting below the minimum wage, yet no one talks about, well, do you realize that most people in Social Security disability are living below the equivalent of minimum wage part-time work?
Oh, absolutely. That's why I work. I can't not work. There's no way.
That's why I do a YouTube channel. Same reason, because I don't have a choice.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's right. I mean, my taxes, even with my veterans exemption and low-income exemption, they're like $7,200 a year. If I didn't have those exemptions, they'd be $10,000, and it's almost about $900 a month. But I agree with. I don't know.
I'm sure
somebody said that we're too busy taking care of other countries. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Take care of your own, and then if you have extra money, you can take care of other people.
And if the people in those countries are upset with their governments, there must be a way through referendum or voting that they can change the governments out to something that would be more to the needs of the people. After all, the government is to serve us, not us to serve them. We put them in office, they're supposed to serve us as constituents, but it seems like a lot of times they forget that.
Exactly.
And then they wonder, and the people wonder why the government feels like they're being neglected. And one of the reasons is people have also forgotten that politicians have lost touch with reality as well. I'm just checking to see how we're doing on the show here. And they lose touch with reality. And I don't understand why, for example, why do I get a yellow dollar sign when I do a live stream? I don't get this. So I appeal it. There you go. Request review. I don't know why it does that. Considering the fact there's no adult topics, there's no smut, there's no nothing. Just really weird. Okay, but anyway, the thing is these politicians, Nancy Pelosi, for example, has invested in a special refrigerator just to keep her Italian ice cream cold. Italian imported gelato. Good grief. Like, I can afford to buy maybe some imported food once in a while. But I don't have a $65,000 refrigerator to store it in.
I know. Well, her family is. You gotta remember something. All these people in the government, they deal with the stock market, and they know exactly what to buy and what not to buy. And
right. And she certainly does get a lot of stocks in the stock market. But like I said, back to what the situation is just frustrating, because I just don't understand if they'll ever understand what it's like to be a low-income person. Low-income people don't got money like they do to spend on the stuff that they do. They're completely different. They have a completely mindset is different than us.
Exactly.
Here I am,
it's like
griping over spending, $10 for 100 caplets of Benadryl versus, say, the generic store brand for $5 a bottle for the same number of capsules. And it's like, and that's either one. They're like, go for the name brand stuff. Sure, if I had an extra $5 to spend, which I don't, and they don't have an understanding of what really is going on with the costs, how much it costs to live and eat, especially if you're on disability. They don't even know anything about disability income. They've never been on disability income.
No.
For them, what I get in a single month, they probably get in a single week or every few days anyway.
Yes,
$1,334 a month. Well, I bet the typical politician makes that probably in a single day just on doing speaking tours.
Yeah, well, every president that's been has gotten rich somehow, because they don't. I think they get paid $450,000 a year for president. I'm not sure. I know Donald Trump donated his salary.
Right, he gave his money to the other agencies like the Department of Education.
Yes, but they all have inside information. I mean, look at Obama, for instance. I mean, he owns a house on the Cape. I mean, that's like $11 million or something like that. Then he owns another mansion somewhere else, which was $8 million.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of bucks.
Yeah. And don't forget they're also lawyers too, so you know that they know they're above the law. Of course, I'm above the law. I write the law. Duh, that's obvious.
Of course they are. Yeah.
Once you got somebody who writes the law, of course they're above the law.
She's way above the law.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that Trump's going to take it again in 2024. I think he will.
Yeah, well, what was it? Virginia just came in Republican.
Yeah, I know. New Jersey almost went Republican. Almost. It was a close race. Really close.
Oh, is that race completed now? I saw on the news last night that they was having some kind of kickback, that it was very close, and they wanted a recount or something.
Right, they did do a recount in New Jersey. It looks like the incumbent still basically won just by a few hundred votes.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of dispensaries on the border.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
You bet there is. People, it's like back in the time when prohibition and alcohol, there was probably a lot of speakeasies on the border too. Between the U.S. and Canada.
Well, New York City had more speakeasies than anybody. after hours clubs and things
people
like
in New
that.
York City could afford to buy it too.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, the rents have gone down in New York City, which doesn't really make any difference to me because I couldn't afford it anyway. But rents have been, I don't know whether they went down or leveled off.
Well, I remember the information you gave me about your friend there that has that 600 apartment building.
Yeah.
I wonder what he would think of this place. I can just visualize him seeing the place. Well, it's only 10 apartments, and I'm probably not going to make a lot of money on this. I certainly can't charge New York rents on here of about $10,000 a month or $4,000 a month for the small apartment. Honey, how much is charging me $800 a month? Put a gas stove in my kitchen and be done with it. All right.
Yeah,
Spindle Cat wants to come on.
2 years ago.
Let's get him on
2
here.
years ago,
Let's see, Paul wants to come on.
Hello,
Paul. How you doing?
Good morning.
All right. Sorry about the background noise. That's from his phone.
Good morning. Good day.
Yeah. So how are you doing today?
I'm all right. Just getting the day going. Slept in a little bit today.
Hey, Paul. How you doing?
Hey, it's going, Craig?
Okay.
Yeah, had a long week. Had a bunch of stuff going on. I had to put my kitty cat down the other day.
Oh, I'm sorry, Paul.
Had the shit going on with the furnace, but we're all good now.
Wait, back up. Why did you have to kill your cat?
Whoa,
he didn't kill his cat. He had to put him down.
I had to put him to sleep. He had a brain tumor.
Yeah, that's not killing. That's...
Yeah, you killed Rusty and your cats for sure. I didn't kill my cat.
The cat dies. It means it's killed. It means it does not be violently killed, but it's still killed.
I beg to differ, but it's all good. How you guys doing today? What are you guys up to today?
So how's your cat? Is your cat still with you, or is it the other guy's cat that passed on?
What's that?
Well,
you still have your cat.
Paul, this is a very good channel for helping you out with the cat. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing to do.
No, it's fine. But yeah, he was getting old. He had a brain tumor and he was getting sick. Kind of hit him really, really quickly. It was kind of unexpected, but I don't want to, have his, let him go longer. His eye could rupture or something like that. And I don't want him to suffer. So.
No, you don't know whether they're in pain or not. They can't talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, I know his demeanor, and he was definitely not doing too good. But he had a good
suffering.
11, 12 years, so he had a pretty good run.
So you're gonna get another cat, or
maybe sometime down the line. Probably not anytime soon. Probably take a bit of a break.
No, it's too fresh yet, Paul. It's very hard losing a pet. Very hard. Sometimes it's harder to lose a pet than it is a person.
Sometimes it is. I've actually lost my mother, a dog, and that cat on the same day.
I mean, we lost Fame.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Red Farmer, we lost Fame. We still miss Fame. Fame was the big poofy cat. He's gone. No one knows where he is. Mother God said to me that he's with her up there on the other side, so I'm going to take her word for it.
Yeah, well...
Sorry, go ahead.
I lost my dog Elvis. I had a Cocker Spaniel, and that's 2 years ago. And I still get upset about it because I was around him so much because I was retired and I got so close to him. And I haven't gotten another dog yet because I don't want the dog to outlive me. Right. and at my point, I'd have to be, let me see, I'm 73, 83, 84, 85. I would probably have to croak when the dog croaked. I'd probably have to be 87, and I don't think I'm gonna hit 87. But
you never know, Craig. You never know.
No, you don't. But
Seem to be pretty healthy, pretty good. You know, I'd say you definitely got some years left in you, sir. I mean,
oh yeah, yeah. Well,
maybe some fish, like a fish, or something like some goldfish or something would be a good pet. You know, you never have to worry about those things outliving you.
No, exactly. No, well, sometime
I don't have anything. I don't have to apologize. I was not the one who said that. It was Michelle that said that. Michelle just doesn't believe in doing that procedure, okay? That's Michelle's opinion. She doesn't believe in that. She took care of cats to the very end when they passed away on their own. She had raised many pets, but some people can't do that. She understands that. I know that.
It's not about not being able to do it, Michelle. It's about the animal's sake. You know, you don't want your animal to be sitting around suffering all the time, and you're thinking you're take care of them. You might as well just, kind of put them down and, end them out of your misery. It's like, having a loved one who's been in a coma for like 30 some years, who's never going to come out of it. I keep them going and just wipe them out.
Well, I mean, if we're going to do that for animals, I mean, we should be asking, shouldn't we offer the same thing for the elderly, the infirm, those that have basically have nothing left physically in their life and their lives are just painful all the way to the very end? Then we should offer to set up in the same sweet Mickey to just, for the same reason, euthanasia should be offered for elderly people that really are terminally ill. Maybe that should be offered too for the same reason.
Yeah, Jack Kevorkian was a good man. He had the right idea. He was helping people.
Does say "Thou shalt not kill," so it's hard to try to explain this. What's the difference between that and killing? Yeah. Besides, obviously, most killing usually is violent.
Well, look, if somebody's on a life support machine and there's no chance, like Paul said, for years, that's just cruel. It's just cruel.
I had to keep someone on life support for like a week whose
especially
brain wasn't
when they know
working,
that they're never going to turn around and recover.
Yeah. And then you have to have the person that's involved that has to actually give the authorization,
consent,
and that's a real hard thing to do. But like I told my daughter, I said, if I'm on life support, I said, no guilt whatsoever. Just unplug it. That's it. Done. No way. If I can't walk,
let's put it this way: if the lights are on and nobody's home, and no one's likely to come home, there's no reason to leave the lights on and run up the electric bill, right?
Yeah, you don't want to be a vegetable,
No.
So yeah. Anyway, how's the weather in Long Island, Craig? Today we got a sunny day over here. It's supposed to hit almost 60. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Well, there's not a cloud in the sky, and I'm just sitting on the deck. As long as I'm in the sun, it's nice. I worked last night.
I'm not going to say I'm sorry for something I believe in, Red. Sorry, that's my opinion.
How's the weather in Winstead today, Michelle? Got a sunny day over there. Got overcast.
It looks like it's sunny as far as I can tell because the blinds are down, so I can't really tell. I don't see it. I saw it was kind of partly sunny this morning when I was out there with the garbage. So it's probably, still partly sunny, but it was really cold this morning when I woke up.
For this time of year, this is fantastic that I can sit out on my deck and be in the sun and be warm.
It's been a bit chilly lately.
Oh, well, last night it went down to, I think, 35 or 36 on the island.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. It was about this cold this morning. I woke up. It was actually it was actually about 34 degrees this morning, or 1 degree Celsius.
Yeah, that's what it was here. Your weather is basically the same as ours. We're just across the sound. That's all.
Yeah.
But it's we're still getting warm ocean breeze. It's a little different when you're near the ocean. We're still getting a pretty warm ocean breeze during the day. So,
except the one difference is I'm not going to be doing that to our steam. Right? Okay. Now people are still upset about what we were talking about earlier, but that's my opinion, guys. Okay. Everybody has the right to express their opinions.
Well, you have to understand another thing, Michelle, is that there's all different situations.
Yeah.
Now, if Rusty had something wrong where he was in pain all the time and there's nothing you could do about it, then your decision may be different, or maybe give him medicine to get out of pain. But I understand that there's so many different scenarios.
Yeah, I know.
You have
That's
to
just
take
it.
each
I
one
mean,
individually.
I understand that. I get that. But there are people that actually will kill animals just because they don't want them anymore. I don't want this dog. Kill it. I don't want this cat. Kill it.
No.
That's a little bit
give it to an
different.
adoption agency or something at that point, right?
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking, Paul. I think if I got another dog, I would adopt him, and maybe a 5-year-old or 4-year-old or something of that nature.
I like the rescues. I've had a few. The last dog I had was a rescue. I got him when he was like 1 year old. He lived to like 12, but probably one of the best dogs I've ever had. I don't know if I'll be able to find another one like him. He was a great dog.
Yeah, I know.
Retriever Weimenheimer. It was a really nice dog.
Oh, yeah.
Craig, you said you left me your email in one of my comments on my video. I'm not quite sure if I see it here, sir. I was going to try to get to your email. Like I had a lot going on lately, like I said, but
that's
things
okay.
are kind of calmed down. And I kind of felt bad, but I just had a lot going on the past 2 weeks. So, but what is your email? I don't know if you don't mind saying it over the air.
No, I don't care.
I'll shoot the email real quick.
You have a pencil?
Give me 1 sec. I'll just go into the compose part of my email and just type it in as you get.
Okay.
Give me 1 sec. So, Michelle, you doing a night show tonight?
I might play World of Warcraft instead.
Oh, ew. You're not doing a night show? It's Saturday.
Well, I could do a night show and play World of Warcraft on it.
Well, you gonna take phone calls during World of Warcraft?
Because I figure that way I can show people actually what it is the game I like, and then they'll be able to see it. At least it won't be as much of a disaster like it usually is with the night shows.
We've seen plenty of World of Warcraft, Michelle. We need some calls and some ad. We need the good old shows, the good old night show. You should do that in like the afternoon.
We might have phone call. We might have some panel like we're doing right now. Yeah, but
yeah. Let me just put this on here.
Let's get that one. But yeah, that's how come I can't get to my emails here? Oh, I got to type my email.
Well, guys, like I said, that's my opinion. You can take it or leave it. It's you have your own opinions on that topic. But anyway, the point is that given the fact that me and Craig agreed the phones are a disaster on the night shows, and I mean, Craig. Want to explain that about what you think about the phone calls?
They can be. I mean, they can be, but it's also been a part, of the show for the longest time. But that's up to you, Michelle. It's your channel. 1 second though, Michelle. We gotta take care of some business really quick here. All right, Craig, shoot your email.
Ready?
I'm here. Yep.
Yeah, it's CEG. FISHIN. At gmail.com.
All right, cool.
Kegfishing@gmail.com.
Cool. All right, cool.
Yeah, that's great. This way I can shoot you my my phone number. We can shoot the breeze or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
Sounds good. And
all right.
Let me see.
I just sent you one that says, "Hey, it's Paul." So there you go.
Okay.
It's got a R email, so yeah, you'll know it's me.
I got it.
Cool.
You're good. Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, thank you, Craig. Thank you. Sorry it took so long, buddy. I do apologize about that. Just had a lot going on.
No, that's all right. That's all right. You got other things going on in your life.
I got a question for you, Paul, about the phone calals. Why are there so many phone calls in my show that are just nasty?
Yeah, some of them can be. Michelle. I'm not gonna argue with you there.
Like Craig said, 9 out of 10 phone calls are just total baloney.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. It can be.
Michelle, you can try it for a little while, and there's always that button where you can hang up, and that's it. Next. I mean,
Yeah.
I've heard some
That's what I
good
do.
callers on there too.
Yeah. Well, again, Michelle, it's your channel. You know, you do what you want, but
Sure.
that format's pretty good. You had 30-some viewers last time when, you know, you had your show going. I think it was last Wednesday or what.
Well, yeah,
you've
but
done
we
some
didn't
pretty
really
good
take
ones.
too many phone calls on Wednesday either.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you've
you
been
did.
having some. I'm sorry, Craig, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just going to say really quick, Michelle, you've been having some real good night shows lately. One's with FC, one's with Craig. So yeah, you know, I just keep encouraging that. I enjoy the night shows. I enjoy your guests, your topics. So yeah, I'm just letting you know from one viewer's opinion. Definitely like the night shows. Look forward to them every week. You know, so yeah, I don't know, just something to keep in mind. But again, Michelle, it's your channel. You do what you will with it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you can try it for a couple of nights on and off. You don't have to leave it on. Just put it up for maybe 20 minutes and see what happens, and then
We've done that before with some mixed results.
What about some Quiplash, Michelle? Remember we used to play Quiplash? That was pretty fun.
No, I'm not playing that game again. I actually deleted it.
Okay. Fair enough.
Because that was a disaster. All the game was doing was making fun of me and Ed, and I said no more of that.
Gotcha. What do you guys got up for the day today? Got any plans or for the day?
Well,
I don't really have much
planned
planned
up going down to the beach.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, I enjoy the last. I'm going to take advantage of every sunny day we get, because once the winter comes, it's dead over here.
Oh yeah,
that's for sure. There's still people going over to Fire Island, so as long as there's people and friends of mine over there, I'll probably go over and visit.
Does the ferry run all year round, or do they close it or stop running it in the winter?
No, it runs all year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it runs on a very small schedule. It runs probably, I'm going to say, maybe 6 trips a day.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And the last ferry is at 12 midnight, going or coming, wherever you're going.
Well, that's pretty good, I guess. You know, at least you can
it's not
get
bad.
places at night, you know,
Yeah, because the Great South Bay, it doesn't freeze over the bay itself, but it's the channels where the ferries are parked that freeze over. But they got these machines that have like a big fan blade on them, and they sink them down in the water all around the ferry, and they keep the warm water circulating from the bottom up. So they keep a clear space, and they're all steel anyway. You can crash through some ice. A couple inches of ice is not going to bother them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've ridden the ferry during the winter.
King says, because you and the panel talk over callers, you also ignore what callers say, and then way too quick and hang up on people. If you don't want to change that, you can't expect the same quality of callers to continue. Well, first of all, the problem is guys, is when you start blasting music, or you start saying the N-word, or you start saying things that are derogatory to my majority of my viewers, yeah, I'm gonna hang up on you. That's just a fact. I don't tolerate the N-word. I don't tolerate being called a racist. I don't like that kind of stuff. Okay, that's not acceptable for me, and I won't tolerate that.
Well, Michelle, that's not acceptable on any channel.
Right. And it's certainly not acceptable on my channel.
No.
Especially since you know with the Digital Millennium Copyright Access about music. And I mean, constantly trying to push the music on the phone calls or even on panel is unacceptable. And because I have explained it to you over and over again that we cannot do music on the show. You know.
Yeah, well, Michelle, I just want to give you a little heads up. Rosie has something on her lives now when she's walking around and stuff. And she has something on Nightbot that for $4.99 you can play a song off YouTube.
Oh yeah, song requests. Yeah.
Yeah, song request. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I bet she does pretty good with it.
So she
yeah.
has licensing with the song companies to do this?
What's that, Michelle?
She has a license with some music companies to do this?
Yes. Yeah, it's YouTube. It's through YouTube.
Okay.
I'm sure they take 20% of it. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
but
they do.
At $4.99, you can play any song you want to play on YouTube. It's got to be YouTube.
No, we have not. Old Randall.
But I know a lot of channels who do that. Yeah, they do pretty good.
Yeah.
You probably make about a good $200-300 a show doing that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she probably does better than we think.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
The only problem is how in the heaven's name am I going to have a huge playlist of music or something to go
today,
on?
Boy.
That's a lot of music to try to keep on my hard drive.
Right, Paul. You take care.
No. I said you're looking sharp today. You're looking sharp.
Oh, these are my pajamas.
You got your sun on you. You got nice fleece on. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I worked last night from 10:30 to 7 this morning, so I work at Lowe's at nighttime.
Yeah.
Did you get some sleep?
Yeah, I got about an hour and a half, but I promised Michelle I would come on. So after I get off,
it's just about time for us to get ready to wrap up soon anyway.
You're an animal. You're an animal.
I'm gonna go back and get a 2-3 hours.
Hey Paul, I got a quick question before you ring off. Why was the stream this morning started out with a green dollar sign and now it's got a yellow dollar sign? And we didn't even talk about any dirty, nasty stuff or anything. But who gave the stream a yellow dollar sign?
What does that mean, Paul? A yellow dollar sign?
Limited no ads.
Like Michelle will have a dollar sign that's green. That means she gets monetization. And I guess if it goes yellow, she loses the monetization for the video, I'm guessing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Unless I win the appeal, which I have 99% of the time. So how is that happening? Is somebody flagging the video?
On your monetization so much. You got to focus on your content, not your monetization.
Well, I know that, I do. But I'm saying is somebody flagging this video for some stupid reason?
Well, probably not, Michelle. It's probably just YouTube. I don't think anyone really cares enough about your channel or this video to sit there and flag them all the time to give them a yellow dollar sign, Michelle. I mean, I don't think anyone really cares that much to do that.
I'm not sure anymore. Sometimes I'm not sure because I don't think YouTube actually starts watching the stream from the beginning. And if they have, they realize that the show is not anything to give anybody a yellow dollar sign. I mean, yesterday we got a little bit risque, and they gave us a green dollar sign after I won the appeal on the yellow dollar sign.
So you should just turn that monetization off. That way you can have a good channel again. You don't have to worry about all these rules. You can make more money than you're making now.
And you can't even get super chats.
Right, but you would make more money having better content through donations than you would making 30 cents off a video, Michelle. I don't know why you don't understand that. If your content's better, people are going to donate and support you more. I didn't have monetization, Michelle, and I did quite well on YouTube when I was on YouTube.
Yeah, well, no one's even subscribed to my Patreon either. Right now, the Patreon, I just get paid $8.50 this month.
Yeah.
So,
well, Michelle, you were doing just fine before you had monetization and Patreon and all. I don't get what
we didn't have a situation with hyperinflation either. Paul, keep that in mind.
But still, though, Michelle, you survived. You survived off of donations, and you probably did a lot better back then than you're doing now with your monetization. Because you had good content on your show. You had callers, you had music, you had sounds, you had fun. Now you're worried about 30 cents on the video when you could be making like $30 a video.
Well,
but, we've already been over this a million times. It's just basically in one elf ear and out the other,
I was going to say is as far as music goes, back to the music thing, I know that YouTube was working with us, the creators, about this music licensing program. But they never sent me any information about it. I think it's still in beta. That's where Rosie got it, because it's probably still in beta right now.
Yeah, maybe.
But it must be irritating when you see everybody putting song requests in, and then all the music is blasting over your head when you're trying to talk to your audience.
Well, you don't talk to your audience while the music's on, Michelle. You just sit there and listen to the music.
Yeah, sometimes like Rosie will put funny faces on and dance and do crazy stuff, but she does not have it every night. She only has it on maybe 3 times a week. That's all.
Yeah. Well, we have Silvermoon Radio on every Sunday night at 7 o'clock to midnight.
Yeah, that's not song requests, Michelle. That's you sitting and playing records. It's far from song requests.
Well, eventually, when we get enough of the songs on the computer, we can use, or maybe eventually convert them into MP3s to make them more random selectable on the playlist. Because now, one of the things that we're doing with the show is we're collecting the music, and then we're going to combine all the streams together, and then we're going to run an MP3 stripper and just basically rip them all up into individual tracks.
Michelle, I'm going to bid everyone adieu, because I'm going to go in and get some rest.
All right.
Paul, nice seeing you. Nice seeing the side chat. You're all my friends, and I appreciate that. And I want everybody to have a good day.
All right.
And I'll talk to you later, Paul, and I'll talk to you later, Michelle.
Okay.
Sounds good. Enjoy your nap on the beach.
Yeah, you have a good nap. You have a good sleep today.
Take care.
Okay, thank you. Take care, guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Be well.
Bye.
Be well.
Take care. Right, so, Michelle, what do you got up for the afternoon today? Before you wrap your show up, what do you got up for the afternoon?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be doing in the afternoon.
I'm going to put on a pot of coffee and lounge around for a bit.
Right now, I'm just drinking some tea. I was going to play some World of Warcraft. I was thinking, like I said, playing at 7 o'clock tonight, because I figured that way I can get it in when everybody's going to be watching the show, so we can still get the viewers up, because I was surprised when I did it last time. It was in the evening. It was like 14 viewers being playing World of Warcraft. And I kind of want to get back to doing that again.
Oh, okay.
Because I think some of the people like Red did enjoy watching it, but they didn't appreciate that Ed kept interrupting me over and over again.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'd personally rather just watch like a night show myself. I'm not really into the whole World of Warcraft anymore. I like Diablo. You ever check that one out, Michelle? You ever consider playing some Diablo?
Have you tried Elder Scrolls Online yet? Because I still play that too on occasion.
Oh yeah, I've got that game. I've got Elder Scrolls. Yeah, I haven't played it. I've bought it. I've had it for about a year or two now. I haven't touched it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's okay. But, I don't know. I like WoW for some reason. WoW is fun. Getting to view all the different places in WoW, all the different worlds, environments in the game.
Yeah, I can't justify pumping $15 into it every month myself, but
I just charge it on my credit card. Yeah, but then I pay my credit card like a $60 to $100 a month, depending on how much money I have left over.
Oh yeah.
So
it adds up.
I don't mind the WoW streams, but night shows should be the normal. Yeah, the thing is the problem is that the night shows has also been kind of, basic, for lack of a better term. I really kind of would like to try to introduce some of the new people to World of Warcraft that may have not seen it.
Michelle, everyone knows what World of Warcraft is. It's been out for like 20 years now. I think everyone knows what World of Warcraft is. I don't think many people want to watch it just like wandering around.
Well, some people still watch a lot of Asmongold TV on Twitch.
Right, but he does dungeons, Michelle. He does raids. He's with groups of people doing stuff.
Right, I know. I'm trying to get people.
You're literally wandering around the wilderness getting nothing done. Like, you're getting nothing done. in the game.
I'm getting stuff done, but it's going slowly. I'm not just taking my time. I'm not in a
getting
rush.
nothing done, Michelle. You don't do dungeons.
Yeah, you're right. He does
raids?
dungeons and raids. Absolutely.
Don't do PvP.
30, 40-man raids. That's what he does. But he also reviews other games too.
Right, but you just focus on World of Warcraft. You don't play any other games. You don't do any other thing. That's why.
I played ESO not too long ago on the stream.
Oh, that's fair enough. Did you get a train game yet? You said you were going to try and find some train games.
Yeah, I pushed it enough free.
Try Duke Nukem 5D, Michelle. It's awesome.
$34 a month for Derail. It's
not $34 a month. You pay it one time,
Valley.
Michelle. You pay that one time, Michelle. You don't pay monthly. You just pay that one time.
Yeah, I
you
know.
Don't pay that monthly.
But I gotta get the money together to do that. But first,
stop paying World of Warcraft
Mama
for
needs
2
a
months.
new pair of shoes. Okay, my sneakers are shot. All right, that's gonna have to come first. Shoes are gonna have to come first.
That's gonna have to come first, and then the sneakers. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm supposed to get a video card, but I upgrade with the EFI boot round for the Mac, but that's gonna have to wait. Maybe the next.
What kind of shoes are you gonna get, Michelle? New Balance? Those are really comfortable.
I know. I have a couple of sources for one.
For shoes?
For about $270. I mean,
so what type of shoes are you gonna get?
The fact that my home phone bill has been reduced in price from $130 to $31.13.
There you guys go. Michelle's saving $80 a month right there. 80 extra bucks. That's a good deal.
Yeah.
Michelle, what kind of shoes are you going to get?
I save $100 on my phone bill, which is because of emergencybroadband.org.
Michelle, what type of shoes are you going to pick up? You said you need new sneakers. You're going to get some Air Force Ones. You're going to get some New Balances.
New Balances.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are nice shoes. Very nice shoes.
The only thing is they don't seem to make a pair that works good on ice, though.
Yeah, not many shoes do work good on ice, Michelle. You got to get those, you got to get like those, the ones they wear on the ice rink. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some with some grips on them.
Just make sure you're taking them off before you go in on a hardwood floor, otherwise you're going to be punching holes in your floors.
Hell yeah. Is that awake yet, or is he still sleeping?
Ed's asleep. He's laying in the bed sleeping with him, so.
Time does he go to bed?
I don't know. He went to bed when I did. I think he got up a little bit, and then he's still tired. So he's still sleeping in, because he knows I did a morning show. And he'll probably be up in a little while, and I gotta go check packages downstairs. So.
Yeah, what are you getting in the mail?
He's getting his laptop in the mail today.
What? I just got a laptop.
He bought himself a Chromebook, but
really?
Yeah, he paid like $50 for it. So that was what he paid with his money.
Oh, 50 was it a used one?
Yeah, I got my MacBook back a couple years ago.
Was it a used MacBook for 50?
Yeah, it was a used Chromebook. Yeah, my MacBook's used too, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, that's cool. What, were you just getting tired of him using yours or something? Said, Ed, get your own laptop.
It's got his own, but it just says that that's coming in the mail. He was using mine in the kitchen for a while, so now I get mine back for myself. I'm gonna try to eventually set up the other green screen along the wall, so I can actually have more green screen real estate, so I can be more in the center of the frame instead of on the corner.
I give Ed 1 week before he's got some kind of virus on that thing because some porn site or something. I'm gonna give him a week before that thing's destroyed, Michelle.
Well, I don't know. That's his problem if he does that. I mean, it says it was seller refurbished, so. But at least it won't be my laptop.
Maybe it'll have a bunch of cool stuff on it, you know.
Yeah.
Bunch of like CP and shit on it, you know. I don't know. Anyway, Michelle, I'm gonna let you go. You can wrap up the show. I'm gonna get a little wake and bake going here in a bit myself. Put on some coffee. Get my Saturday going. But yeah, it was fun chatting with you up on the
Yes,
morning
Ed
show
was
here.
going to do some more videos on his channel on slot model cars and trains. Now that he has a place to set up the tracks and stuff in the other row and a piece of plywood for it.
Yeah.
So
the way he can record his videos now and
set up.
Good times.
Sorry about the yawn. All right, guys. Everybody, stay out of trouble. I'm going to get ready to go downstairs and check the mailbox and stuff like that. So for everybody, I'll see you tomorrow. You can get your porn and that's true. That's true, but it's not necessarily totally immune from that either. So
yeah, I think that kind of porn. I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry about your loss of your cat. Okay, I want to make sure you understand that.
Oh, it's all right, Michelle. I know. I get it, Michelle. We're fine, Michelle. No worries. But I wish you a good day, Michelle, and everyone is in chat as well.
See you tonight at 7.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Michelle.
I said I'll probably see you tonight at 7.
Yeah, 7 o'clock. All right. Sounds good. You guys have a good afternoon. Good rest of the day. Take care, everybody.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So, I gotta go downstairs and check the mail and stuff. Where is this? There it is. Close that screen. Email any messages for me. Nothing right now. Don't wait. So, everybody, I'm going to see you tonight at 7. What we're going to do at 7, I don't know yet. Okay? But for now, you guys stay out of trouble. Don't do anything dumb. And I'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock, one way or another. Okay? So, there's an exit screen. Okay, there it is. Click on it. All right, so guys, I'll see you tonight. Okay, bye, guys.